Time and time again, we proved that whenever Meghan touches anything, and by anything I mean people or companies or whatever comes in her way, it becomes markled. And you might know that she's heading to the land down under this week, and we already have reports that the talent agency promoting Meghan for her 3-day event is $500,000 Australian dollars in debt with the Australian Tax Office. But before we get into that, remember that you can have a wonderful experience with the Meg herself if you buy VIP experience tickets that go for more than $3,000. I mean, I know that Meghan is a global brand, but I can imagine paying $3,000 to be within talking distance of what amounts to be a glorified grifter. There isn't even a Netflix connection anymore. She was officially disconnected, pun intended. I'm going to talk about Netflix in a minute because it turns out that Meghan also left Netflix millions in the red thanks to her entrepreneurship. But that is not the reason Netflix ditched methane. Now, going back to the Australia thing, this is not the worst part. The worst part is that whatever Meghan is going to do or participate in has the name Her Best Life Retreat. Yeah, that really got me attention. What I don't get is if Meghan is once again going to talk about whatever achievements she has achieved, or she's going to coach women into thinking they can have a life as glamorous as her without marrying a prince, of course, because there must be a workaround for this recipe that doesn't include gingerbread spices. And this retreat, in which you'll have the opportunity to take a picture next to Meghan, turns out that entertainment reporter Peter Ford did some research, and for this 5-star VIP experience, and I guess it's 5-star if it means dropping $3,000 to watch Meghan talk about herself, you cannot have a room for yourself, which means that you might have to share a room with a total stranger. But it gets better. They cannot guarantee 2 beds. So yeah, you might end up sharing those 2 or 3 nights with a complete stranger on a queen-size bed. What could go wrong? There was a little update from Peter himself that, to his understanding, those could be king-size bed, so I don't know if that makes it better. What I do know is that this 100% sounds like someone offered Meghan an opportunity to travel, hang out with wealthy peasants, and do a little grifting, and she just said yes without looking at the reputation of the people she was messing up with. But it's not like Meghan is the greatest judge when it comes to reputation. You need some knowledge of the topic so you can at least have a hunch that whatever you're about to do in Australia is a very, very bad idea. So we need to address the real reason why Meghan was let go from Netflix. And yes, there are numerous reports that whatever she wanted to do with her As Ever brand did not have the punch to be remotely profitable. But you might say that companies like Netflix sometimes run for years without turning a profit while they are scaling and scaling and scaling. So why would they have a problem with Meghan's brand not turning a profit immediately? Well, it comes to 3 things. The first one is that it was not really about money. Netflix still has the money to invest in things like Meghan's brand and risk losses in case the thing goes bust. And if it's true that there are hundreds of thousands of brand new jam jars in Netflix warehouses, then the problem is not about money. The problem is what to do with all that jam. Because the reason the jam didn't sell is because nobody bought into Meghan's Martha Stewart cosplay. She was always pretending to like cooking and all the lifestyle thing. And I insist, Meghan has been so curated and plastic in her approach to Instagram that she has committed the ultimate influencer sin: being boring. But she's trying, like reposting people on Instagram adding her dead flowers to pizza. I have no words for this, and I, for one, like my pizza dead flowers free. And in the meantime, ads for Meghan's As Ever products have been spotted on eBay. I mean, it's part for the course to pay for advertising when you are selling products, no matter who you are. But did Meghan really require to push her lifestyle brand on eBay? Let's put it this way, so you can better understand what I mean. Imagine any brand that Meghan has worn, as in dresses or sunglasses or accessories. I don't think the brands Meghan wears pay ads on eBay. Those brands that Meghan wears are not related to eBay in any way, shape, or form. So this is my actual question. If she wanted to position As Ever as a lifestyle, luxurious brand, both in design and price, then why would you put them to the Temu resellers? And I think that resellers could be the answer here, because it's not Meghan who's selling through eBay, but maybe it's the people that bought Meghan's stuff to resell it in other places. Which begs another question. Is there really a market for Meghan's stuff that is not directly from her website? I mean, are people really buying this from other sources like eBay? I certainly have no idea. I will leave that one for you to figure out. So, coming back to Netflix, it was not really about money. It was a bit about Meghan's show flopping. But the real and third reason Netflix dumped her is that she allegedly is especially difficult to work with. 6 Netflix insiders independently described the same internal reality to Variety. One used 3 words: "We are done." Both sides are denying everything. A Netflix spokesperson says that the chief content officer has really enjoyed working with the couple and praised their unique global perspective, and the sausage's attorney called the reports blatantly false. Also, as per Variety, quote, A-list talent and directors have been hesitant to work with Meghan and Harry. So, is Meghan going to sue Variety now? Well, she didn't sue Variety for that cover back in the day, so... But you tell me, with Meghan's bullying accusations record and Netflix taking 5 years to materialize breadcrumbs, my opinion is that this is at least directionally accurate. So it's not as much as they were willing to put in the money, but they were not willing to put up having to work with Meghan. And that says a lot. It seems that Meghan gets in the way of things. And speaking of which, you might remember that I made a video analysis of Meghan with her brand new friend Kelly, in which Meghan insisted over and over again on hugging her, rubbing her pregnant belly, and other behaviors focused on driving attention towards herself. I especially liked the shot in which Meghan was smack dab in the way of the camera, blocking the friends she was trying to showcase. Yeah, peak Meghan energy. It's a good thing that the shot immediately after is them side by side, followed by Meghan doing a strange gesture that, as usual, or should we say, as ever, looks performative. I mean, it's obvious that Meghan was acting like this for the camera. What did you expect? But let me know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.